Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Todd and welcome to this week's episode of the Miller Method. Today we are going to be talking about exercise selection and exercise frequency. And I'm going to talk about specifically what I do, the kind of workouts that I do, and I want everybody to understand that there's no right one single way to do something. Everybody adapts differently to exercises. Some people need more recovery time than others. Some people can't handle as much volume as somebody else. So if I simply want to give somebody a program that's going to build muscle and help them